Heyo, welcome back to Luck Management. I'm your host, Carter Loesch, and this episode is always brought to you by Charm ND. Hold a piece of Notre Dame in your hands, or on your ears, or on your wrists, or on your backpack, or on your keys. Check out Charm ND on the Etsy shop and also my Instagram, charm_ND. I was wrong. Hand up, I was wrong. And it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, and I am that big man. Notre Dame will win the 2026 national championship. I was off by 1 year. I was off. Ohio State beat Notre Dame last week. Oh man, it's been a full week. And what a year. What a time. And what a prediction. To be off by 1 year, that's pretty crazy. I mean, seems like it was looking pretty good. Like, they won the 3 playoff games against Indiana, against Penn State, and then against Georgia, or the other way around there. But I didn't foresee that they would lose to Ohio State. I mean, that's just crazy. So my prediction was wrong, but it was for next year. So Notre Dame will win the 2026 national championship. I believe it wholeheartedly. And I just have a couple things I have to say about Ohio State. So, first off, congrats to Ohio State and their $20 million roster, all while trying and failing for the 4th year in a row to beat Michigan. Congrats. Congrats to Ryan Day for dyeing his beard every single week and looking like a crazy person, looking closer to a badger than a person. Congrats to Ohio, a place that people say it's not that bad when they go, or a place where they have fast food restaurants test out their heart-clogging foods on all its American citizens within the state before they move out to other states, they move out to other restaurants. Congrats to a place where the sun does not shine for 6 months out of the year. And I know, I went to Denison University in Granville, Ohio. Wonderful spot. Sun doesn't come out for 6 months. Congrats. Congrats, you got this. Congrats to their donor, Leslie Wexner, a guy, his name's Leslie, who was the financier and best friend to Jeffrey Epstein, who financed most of this team, donated a lot of money to this Ohio State football team. Best buddies with Jeffrey Epstein. Congrats, Leslie. Congrats. Congrats to a mascot who is a nut. The Buckeye. I will say peanut butter and chocolate goated together, but congrats. You guys are all nuts. You guys are awesome. How nuts of you guys to win this. Congrats to a state that has lost LeBron twice and has to deal with the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals as their NFL teams. Really, congrats. It's awesome. Congrats to having Urban Meyer as your coach and being a disgrace to the entire world of sports. Congrats. Congrats on finally winning again. You deserved it. Congrats to a coach in Ryan Day that is still on the hot seat because he can't beat Michigan. Congrats to Ohio State for winning. You will not win if you have to go through Notre Dame again. Congrats. So you can tell I'm not bitter. I'm not angry about it. It is what it is. I took it the right way. We were so close. Man, those Irish were so close. They were They were fighting so hard. The Fighting Irish sticks true to their name, and for this season, I will say that this was one of the most impactful, most beautiful seasons I've ever been a part of. From the start of it, in moving in, it being in Houston, setting up the tailgate to see Texas A&M, and having Notre Dame win on the road in that first game and show their dedication, to losing to NIU the next week and being the laughingstock of the college football world, and then rattling off 13 straight wins, decisive wins, big wins, some of the biggest ones in this program's history. Riley Leonard, thank you for the time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears that you put in. You are the definition of luck management. You're not the best quarterback in the world. You're not Tom Brady, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, but you fought. You worked hard every single day, gave your life to God, and knew that it would all work out. And it did. We were this close. We were right there. And thank you. Also, thank you. I don't need to name my son Leonard. I'm still considering it. Little Leo Loesch. We'll see how you do in your NFL career. But we were so close. We were 2 to 3 plays of being back into that game. That first drive, out of this world. Oh my gosh, out of this world. 19-play drive, barreling down the field, taking 10 minutes, scoring that touchdown, and just celebrating. The elation was real. I got a flurry of texts, and it was amazing. But I will say, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And we got hurt badly in the next few possessions. We got penalties. We couldn't move the ball. Just a completely different variation of what our style was and should be in playing an opponent like Ohio State. Really, congrats. 21 4-stars against or 21 5-stars against our 3 5-stars. Congrats. An acceptance rate of like 60% compared to 11%. Congrats. But 2 to 3 plays, 2-point conversions by us. We're down 28-7. It had those 28-3 vibes from Atlanta and the Patriots back in the day. And it was there. It was there for the taking. But at the end of the day, our blitzes couldn't get there fast enough. Our D-backs weren't fast enough to get to Jeremiah Smith and Abuka. They have great wide receivers. They got guys. We got guys, but they got guys. And they played a phenomenal game. They worked hard. They got to the quarterback when they needed to. And they essentially pushed out Jeremiah Love from being a factor into this game and forcing Riley Leonard to be a star. And he is a star. He will always be remembered, always be loved in Notre Dame. But when you need to rely on him fully, that's not his job. And it's something that hurt us down the line. Now, a couple of plays there. Xavier Watts almost had an interception that could have changed the whole game. You have that 3rd down and 11 with 4 minutes left. We're down by 8. And we give up a 50-yard pass down the line. It hurt. It hurt real bad. And it's tough to see our guys have to deal with that anguish. But if you don't think that anguish is going to push Notre Dame to be more dedicated, stronger, and more excited for this season than you've ever seen, you got another thing coming. Like I said, I was wrong, but I'm not going to be wrong again. We will be back. We are going to be back. Thank you to Xavier Watts for his time and his effort for Notre Dame. He was a true star. He was a true consummate professional in an amateur sport. He worked hard. He was always flying around the field, and he got everybody into where they needed to be to make the right tackles. Now, in the national championship game, we missed a lot of tackles. It was really hard to see us miss a lot of tackles. It felt like Notre Dame of old. But I think that happens, and I think that comes because you're afraid in the moment. And I don't know if they were necessarily afraid, but these guys, they're athletes, and they're some of the best athletes in the world. I expect many of them to be playing on Sunday and having a true impact. Howard Cross, thank you. I took classes with you. I've hung out with you once or twice in the times when we had our classes and everything, and you were great for this team. You fought hard, and you were right. What we couldn't do years ago, we are now in the conversation. We have arrived, and you were a massive part in that. And fighting through injury, fighting to be your best, a smaller defensive interior lineman, and still doing everything that you could. I want to say thank you to Jack Kaiser. He was in the MSA when I was there. That man gave his life to Notre Dame, and he will continue to. There's a bond here. There's something about Notre Dame that does not leave you when you leave that campus. Other places, okay, I did my time there, sure. Notre Dame is with you forever, and we are with Jack Kaiser forever. The hard work, the determination, that man put his life on the line multiple times for Notre Dame. And he left a great legacy for our future. Jalen Sneed, Drake Bowen, those guys have learned so much from him and his leadership. And to see him crying and having a tough moment at the end just goes to show his care and his love. So thank you incredibly much, Jack Kaiser. Also want to say Benjamin Morrison. I'm happy to say that I'll be able to watch Benjamin Morrison ball out in the NFL. He's going to be drafted in the first round, and he is an incredible athlete, an incredible man, and all these people were led by God. That was the coolest thing this year, seeing everyone built and almost happy because they had this higher calling, going to Bible studies, learning within the Lord, and making it bigger than yourself. I think faith is a tricky thing, and to have a team that bought in and wanted to see that faith, it built my faith. Praying more, growing with the Lord, and accepting the will that He was going to bestow on us. I'm blown away by it being more than just a game to these guys.
Ayo, this episode of Luck Management is brought to you by Charm ND. Love thee, Notre Dame Lucky Charms. I love Notre Dame, and when I went to school there, I wanted to have a way of holding a piece of Notre Dame in your hand. And the first iteration came from small little tubes and filling up with pieces from around Notre Dame, and it's evolved into a really cool and wonderful business that I truly cherish. And now we have necklaces, we have keychains, we have earrings, and we have bracelets. All of these pieces are from Notre Dame. So in our keychains, we have soil from Notre Dame's campus with 24 karat gold flakes. We have AstroTurf from the Notre Dame football stadium and wood shavings from the old seats of Notre Dame Stadium, a true classic of history and tradition of the Notre Dame football way. We also have gold helmets that are painted with the same gold that they use on the Notre Dame football helmets and from the Golden Dome, straight gold from the Golden Dome. All these pieces are so incredible to me, and I hope that you all enjoy them. And you can find me on charm_ND on Instagram, or you can go to our Etsy shop, which is Charm ND Store on Etsy. So please give it a check out and love the Charm ND.
Now, Freeman's about to be on a revenge tour. He's angry. He's disappointed. He's not going to let it happen again. In these 3 years, he's shown how incredible he is. And I know that there was the 3-year rule at Notre Dame. We're breaking that rule. We're making it the 4th year. It's okay. And he made some tough decisions. I think he could be more involved, but those guys will die on that field for him. And I stand by him in everything that he does. Now, next year when we lose we're not going to lose, but if we lose to a bad team, the chirps are going to be coming out. That's what happens. It's what we do. But I truly do understand what he's trying to build and how he's making a program that is special. And there is this idea or this thought that maybe we don't get back. If you win the national championship now, it is considered the best season of all because you have to go and win 4 games in playoff formation and playoff format. That is out of this world. Where before you just had to play in a BCS national game, or you had 2 games. Of course, you need to be the best to get there, but this is a gauntlet now, and that's scary. But that's also comforting because Notre Dame has the staying power to do that. We need to keep our guys safe, but yeah, I mean, as you saw, injuries are a huge factor. But Freeman is going to be ready. He's going to be locking and loading. We're going to have to get a new defensive coordinator. Al Golden has decided to leave to go to the Cincinnati Bengals, which, hey, congrats, Ohio. Congrats. He's actually an incredible coach, and he's going to make you guys better because Cincinnati's defense was god-awful. And they needed it. I mean, Joe Burrow had nothing this year. But we're going to bring in a great defensive coordinator. We're going to bring in a new GM. We're going to bring in guys that are going to dedicate to this program and be here till the end, till we get and raise that national championship again, when we raise that trophy again. I know he's lost sleep, Freeman, on this. And I know it hurts even more losing to Ohio State, a former team of his that he won a national championship at. He knows the recipe of winning, and he's going to build it. And he's going to be in the locker room with them. He's going to be in the gym with them. He's going to be on the field with them every step of the way. I believe in him. I know what he's doing is for the betterment of the program. And I know that he's doing it with faith. I don't think this program could have been where it was if you didn't have a coach that believed as much as he did. So, Freeman, I'm proud of you for this year. And I'm thankful for the memories that you gave me and the excitement and even the anguish. I wanted it all and I got it all. And I'm thankful for what we did this year. Now let's relock and reload. And that's what we're doing. CJ Carr is the quarterback of the future. He's going to be impeccable. Everyone says his shoulders hurt. Everyone says his elbows is not good. He's 100%, and he's going to be throwing dimes next year. Don't know what that does, how the offense shifts and the dynamics are different, but we're talking a guy that can move and throw the ball impeccably well. This man throws it like you wouldn't believe. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what CJ Carr does. We got 7 transfers coming in that are all key players, and we have like 20 guys returning that had significant playing time this past season. So August can't come fast enough. I'm excited. And the biggest part, Jeremiah Love is back. Heisman candidate season. He scored in every game but 2 this year.
Ayo Luckies, this is Carter Loesch from the Luck Management Podcast, and it is my distinct pleasure today to announce t-shirts have been released. Available on my Instagram page for _Luck Management and also on CharmND's Etsy shop. And now these shirts are a great way for you to rep your love for the podcast, your appreciation and support for the show, and just to share and work out in, go walking in, walk your dog in. Heck, go to the pool in the shirt. Somebody sees it. Whoa, that's such a cool shirt. Where'd you get that? Yeah, it's a really cool podcast. You should check it out. The Luck Management Podcast. And, this shirt, even though it's simple, it embodies the luck management lifestyle. And I would so appreciate it if you would consider purchasing it and wearing it in pride and in your love for Notre Dame. So please check it out and keep living the luck management lifestyle. Peace.
And Jeremiah Love is going to score every single game. He's going to have 1,500 yards. He's going to show what it means to win a Heisman at Notre Dame, something that hasn't been done in over 30 years. He's going to do it. I am so excited. He was injured, and to see him only have 3 yards on 4 rushes in that national championship game, they tried to get him back. They tried to do as much as they could to get him where he needed to be, but sometimes that happens that way. Sometimes you can't get to that point, and everybody else lifted him up. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful for what he's doing for this program, and he's going to come back more determined than ever. He's tasted it. He's got that taste, and all he wants is that glory back. That whole team, they've tasted it. To get a bite and know that you can get to that next level, it's glorious. It's amazing. I've had a bite now. I'm right there. I'm chomping at the bit. We will be back. I know it. I believe it. I am in awe of what it could feel like, and we will get there. I was off by 1 year. Once again, I was wrong. Hands up. I was wrong. But I'm not going to be wrong again. I'll say OSU managed their luck very well. They did the things when they needed to. They didn't miss passes. They minimized their mistakes. And that's what it's all about. They worked hard. So we're on to 2025/2026 season and not the other way around. Things are looking up. Now, the last thing I want to say is the bets analysis. I had Notre Dame winning overall. That did not happen. Should have, could have, would have. We can go throughout all the scenarios. They fought hard. It was a good bet to win almost 3 times your money. Worth it. Jeremiah Love, hurt, injured, did not score. Tough to see. Hard to see. But your boy Riley Leonard scored. I called it. Bang. Put it in the bank. Hopefully you only took that bet. I lost a couple of my others, but we're fine. We're fine. This is what you do it for. The track record was there. The analysis, survey says it was there. So I'm unfazed. I hope you're unfazed. Get a couple wrong, but the conviction's there. The analysis is there. The guarantee of Notre Dame and Jeremiah Love, he's going to make it up next year. Don't you worry. He going to make it up next year. He's going to score plenty of touchdowns for you, sending you money all year long. So don't worry. I will have my analysis ready for next year. Expect another natty visit, and a natty win. I believe in these boys. It's go Irish forever. It's love the Notre Dame. It is a lifestyle, and take some time. Long season. A lot of craziness this season. A lot of ups and downs, mostly ups. But boy, are we excited for 2025/2026. It gives me resolve to know that these guys are already in the gym getting ready. They got the score up on the board. They don't need bulletin material, but it's there. We've arrived. Notre Dame has arrived. And Luck Management is happy to be along for the ride. So you can find us everywhere, on Apple, on Spotify, and on YouTube. And just like Notre Dame's football team did all season, keep living the Luck Management lifestyle. Peace.